Thank you, Mr President. Mr President, my question is to the Leader of the Government. In June 2016, the Chief Commissioner took secret legal action in the Supreme Court to prevent the Director of Public Prosecutions from disclosing what has become known as the Lawyer X issue. When that failed, the Chief Commissioner appealed to the Court of Appeal, which was also denied, and ultimately appealed to the High Court, which was denied. Was the government aware that the Chief Commissioner was taking that secret legal action to prevent the disclosure of the Lawyer X matter?
Question.
Minister.
President, in terms of how widely known this was within the government, I am not in a position to be able to confirm the knowledge base across the government. Was the government agencies aware of this occurring, and was there some knowledge in the government itself, the executive? That knowledge, if it was held very closely and understood to be in the context of what the subsequent proceedings in the courts have shown, was driven by the desire to keep confidential and then secure the name and the circumstances of the informant in the name of preventing the unfortunate demise or the risk exposure of that informant. And that is my understanding of why those proceedings took place. They were pursued through legal recourse and ended up being considered in the High Court.
Mr Rich-Phillips on a supplementary.
Thank you, Mr President. I thank the Minister for his answer. The High Court, in its judgment, specifically authorised the Chief Commissioner to brief the Premier, the Special Minister of State, and other senior officers of government specifically named in that judgment by the High Court. Have you now been fully briefed by the Chief Commissioner as the High Court indicated was acceptable?
Minister.
In terms of, I'm not quite sure whether that was actually a direction or was it actually a release that the High Court provided. A release, yes. Well, the release has actually been acted on the basis of advice being transmitted from through the Commissioner to the Department of Premier and Cabinet and the Attorney General's office or Department of Justice and Corrections to actually make sure that there was appropriate advice transmitted. I personally have not had a full debrief personally with the Police Commissioner, although I am aware of matters that have been subject to the information that has been shared and released by the Commissioner, which is consistent with the expectations of the High Court.